guys, Chris Tilley here,
Connor Springer,
and we are Vaping With Vets.
So today we're going to be going over a very simple Clapton build.
I've been building Claptons for about 3 months now, and this is probably the most easiest and effective way to do it properly. You don't really have to be an expert Clapton builder or well, you have to know what you're doing with builds, but if you just watch this tutorial or GrimmGreens or Squidoode, you'll pick it up in maybe not even a day. So alright guys, let's go ahead and dive down and see what it's all about.
Oh yeah. Alright, what's going on guys? So today we're going to be using our kidney puncher Nichrome 80 100 feet. We got 26 gauge. Also by Kidney Puncher, we got the Canthal 34 gauge. Then we're going to be using some standard tools. So you got your pliers. You got your wire clips right here. And then you're going to have a standard screwdriver.
And what really makes this this contraption work that I saw from GrimmGreen was the C-clamp. He had a better C-clamp than me though. This is just a regular one that you use for your brakes, but hey, it works. Another thing is this piece of wood. Obviously you can see I've used it a bit. This basically gives it a little lift, so when you put your wire in the drill bit, you can just lay it flat like this and just go with it. Another thing that I saw from GrimmGreen was the screw in the wood. So you just basically screw down a screw at least tall enough to get your fish swivels in. I saw this on Squidoode, so shout out to him also. I got these fish swivels at Walmart for only $4. I got the C-clamp at Walmart for only $3, and I got the board from, I think it was Michael's hobby store. I got it for $6. So all in all, if you really want to build really nice Claptons really easy, it should only cost you at least $14-15 at the most. So another thing I have are these nylon pliers to straighten out your fused Claptons. If you have a steady hand and you want to use regular pliers, by all means go ahead, because these things were the most expensive thing I bought. They were $12 each. So, but they definitely work. They don't damage your wire. So yeah, that's about basically it. We're going to put together this to show you how easy it is. I'm on a marble table, so it's, you know, I can't really clamp down on it hard, but you really don't need a lot of pressure to really hold this board down. It's not, excuse me, it's not, you put a little bit of pressure on there and it won't move at all. So just put it under right there, and it does not move no matter what you do. It does not move. It is very good. And another thing to be aware of, always put your screw in the middle, or as close to the middle as possible, so when you are pulling, if anything was to happen, it wouldn't spin your board. Also, when you're using these fish swivels, use more than one, because, you know, they will sometimes go out and then you'll have a twisted Clapton, fused Clapton, which you don't want. So so definitely always check the rotation in these things. Make sure the ball bearings are nice and movable, I guess that's the word. But always make sure that these are not sticky and that they're always free moving. And I didn't mention this, but these are ball bearing swivels. So So yeah, you can basically buy all this stuff for only, you know, 15 bucks just for the basic stuff. Like I said, nylon pliers, they're not really essential, but if you want it to look nice, I do recommend it. So alright guys, so I guess we're going to go ahead and get into it. What you want to do is you want to take you a good piece of wire, I'd say about this long, probably about, let's say about 1.5 feet. If you just want to try it out and you're scared of wasting wire, by all means take less. So basically I'm just gonna cut this right here. And when you have your wire, all you want to do before you insert it into your drill bit, because this is a really thin wire, it will not clamp unless you give this little bend. Oh, my bad. So yeah, just have this little bend in it. Get your drill bit. Let me zoom in. Oh. Alright, so basically just insert it right here in the drill bit. Make sure it's centered. Just tighten it up. Doesn't have to be really tight, but you want it snug so your wire does not come out as you're straightening it. Alright, so you just want to grab the end right here.
Let's get a nice firm grip on it.
And if you guys have not seen a straightening video on how to straighten wire, it's very simple. All you do is insert it into your drill, grab your pliers, put it on the end, and all you do is just spin it with a lot of tension and as fast as you can for 5 seconds. Alright guys, so we're just going to spin this for 5 seconds. And it is pretty straight, so just run your finger up just like that.
Perfect.
Alright guys, so after you've done that, what I do and what I've seen that works is I just feed my hand all the way down and bring it back to the end right here, and I'm just going to put a little bend in it right there.
Just like the 90-degree angle you did before.
Yep. And I'm just going to open my drill bit. You can feed it through your fish swivel if you want, but I've seen this works pretty good. So just make sure they're centered, just like that, not overlapping. Just tighten it down. Alright, and after I've done that, I'm just going to take my screwdriver that I have here, just put it all the way to the end, find where the middle is. I'm just going to pull, and while I pull, I'm going to press down right here in the middle just to make sure, you know, that the wire is as flat as possible. It's not going to jump around. If it starts jumping around, your wire will overlap, so do your best not to let it jump around. And I don't know if you can see, but the wires are, you know, parallel all the way through. So after you get done with that, just remove your screwdriver.
So when you're bending the wire, you're essentially trying to put a small crease into it. So when you seat it into the spinning part, it'll sit and keep the wire even and flat next to itself as you're wrapping the second one.
Yeah, so after you're done, what you want to do, well, you can do what you want, but this is what I do. I usually just feed this part in. I usually feed one part of the wire through the middle of the fishing swivel, and I just grab both ends and I just pull it all the way to the end. So you're not bending the wire, so you're not, you know, causing extra bends or any kind of waves in the wire. Like I said, that will make you overlap on your fused Claptons. and it sucks trying to fix it. Another thing, you just go ahead like you did before when you're going to straighten it. I would hold right here, but be very easy. Don't be careless. And just find your groove again in your drill bit. Just bring it in. Keep a tension on there. Make sure they're nice and centered, and just clamp it down again. Just like that. So they're nice and parallel to each other. So after you're done with that, you're basically ready to start wrapping your Clapton. I would recommend you at least start with 34 gauge. 32 gauge, to me, that's really big, and I at least like to have, you know, let it have like a really nice look to the wire. So I would recommend that you use 34 to start out with. It's not too small and it's not too big, and it's great learning wire. So basically what I do, I just, you know, just keep tension on that wire, because I'm telling you, when you take it off, you don't have any tension.
It's going to unspool itself.
Yes, and it's the whole thing, and you're going to be spending hours respooling it and everything, and it's a pain in the ass. So basically what I do after this, after I keep a firm grip on it, I just grab my needle nose pliers. These work really good for me, a lot better than original pliers. And what you want to do, you want to grab your little wire right here with your fingers, and you just want to manually wrap around this wire that's coming out of your drill bit. And just give it a couple wraps. It's probably good right here, but I like to grab my needle nose pliers and just do it anyway, because, you know, you always want to double check that it's right. Because I'm telling you what, this is, if you've wrapped it with your hands before, you know this is a very, very painful process, and if you don't have any patience like me, you will get pissed off easy. Oh, so yeah. Make sure you do it right the first time so you don't get mad. So after you're done doing that, you're basically ready to go. What I do is I grab my drill like this, because you want to constantly have tension right here. You just want to pull, but you don't want to just yank it. You just want to have a really good tension on it, and you just want to press your button. You know, let it feed a couple times. And after you're done like that, just go ahead and just start speeding up real slowly. And another thing I forgot to mention, you want to hold your wire from the hole in the middle of the spool to the hole in the back. You want to hold the top hole with your thumb and the bottom one with your middle finger, and you want to keep a good grip on it. You don't want it to be too hard, because the wire will pull on you and it is not good. It will fly right out of your hands. Also, you don't want your wire, your spool, to be up here. You don't want it to be down here, because your hands will get caught on crap. You want to at least keep it diagonal with the 226 gauge wires. And like I said, I like to keep it a little close. Some people like it out here. It's all in your feel. So let's go ahead and start it up again. Speed up. And then you can go either as fast as you can, or you can keep at this speed, but I like to go as fast as I can. So always keep that tension on your drill. Keep the wire straight. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, when you're wrapping it and you're starting to go, don't lead it. Keep it at least right here. If you need to get really close, that is fine. Eventually you will learn the sweet spot and you'll just keep going, and it'll just be second nature to you. But I don't know if you can see the wire or not, but just keep it like that and let the wire guide you. Basically, that's what I do. Or you can just guide your hand really slow. So at the end, you just want to come back on your wire so it doesn't slide off. As you can see right here, my wire got stuck, got hung up in here, and it overlapped right here. So you will make mistakes. I've done that a couple times. You just clip your wire, like I said, hold your spool, clip it, find wherever your groove is, just put it back. And I have a little bit of wire, but my arm is near the camera, so I overlapped here, so I guess that's a good finish point. And just cut it right in the middle of where you overlapped. That's what I like to do. Just pull it right out. Well, can't do it. But so yeah, at the end you just basically take it out, cut this ugly part, put it down, and as you see,
let me zoom in a little bit.
It's pretty much perfect, but there is a little bit of twist in your fused core, so that's where your nylon pliers come in. Alright, so basically you just want to find where your wire is twisting. Mine's twisting left, so I'll just turn it left. It's not really twisted, so you just keep following it. Just keep following it up. Put a good amount of pressure, don't put too much on there. Just keep working all the way up. And as you can see, there's still some twist in it, but you can just go in there and work the way it's twisted out. And basically when you wrap your coil, it will straighten out anyway. So alright guys, so yeah, that's basically how we do it. It only, as you can see, it only took us at least maybe 5-6 minutes, the whole process. This one is 34 gauge Kanthal wrapped with 26 gauge nichrome. This one is 38 gauge nichrome 80 wrapped with 26 gauge nichrome 80. So yep, and both of these are fused Claptons, and that trick does work for single strands of wire. So if you want to Clapton out a 22 gauge Kanthal or nichrome 80, you can. It's a lot easier, I found, because you don't have to straighten the wire at the end. You just get done, snip and put it in, wrap it. So yeah guys, that's basically all we have for the demonstration. So we're going to bring it back up and talk about it and everything. I found this to be the easiest way to do it. I've done it with my fingers. you know, holding the wire in between my fingers and guiding it down the line, and I just don't have patience at all. I literally quit. And then I saw, like I said, I saw Squidoode with the fish swivels, and then I saw GrimmGreen use the plank of wood, because I don't think he had, yeah, he didn't have a vise, so he's a plank of wood with his screw, and just screwed it down and put the fish swivels on there, and yeah, it was that easy. So if you don't have a vise, because I don't, I definitely recommend this. I definitely recommend this if you're wanting to get into building Claptons. I would try it with your hands if you want. It is a pain in the ass though. It's very hard.
So when Chris first showed me this little contraption that he somehow stumbled upon, thank God, he had everything set up for me. I had never wrapped a Clapton when he showed me, and he just pretty much told me, keep the tension on the drill, make sure you keep your outside wire, you know, at a straight angle towards the wire you're gonna be wrapping it around, you know, tension on both. And I just turned the drill on, kept guiding that wire just a little bit, and wrapped my first Clapton in 3 to 4 minutes. So, you know, by far I think this is the best way to wrap Claptons, you know, single or double core. So I would highly suggest this.
So another shout out to Squidoode and GrimmGreen for putting that video out. You saved me a lot of heartache. So just want to thank you guys. Like he said, thank you guys again for tuning in, and thank you guys for all the support.
Oh yeah.
I don't know in the other video if we mentioned our giveaway. If you like our Facebook, and if you follow us on Instagram, when we get to 500 followers on each, we will be doing a giveaway. Yep. So do it fast, because I don't have that much longer here. So
yep. We're getting close to the 500 followers on Instagram, so we're looking at giving away an RDA and 2 juices. You know, maybe we'll get one or two of those nice juices from a Vapor Source that we reviewed on our Kingdom Premium e-liquid video that came out before this. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'd suggest them, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll have plenty more videos come out.
Exactly. So details will be in the on the Instagram and Facebook for our giveaway.
Yep. So
definitely stay tuned for that. And again, thank you guys for the support. And as always, guys, keep pluming.